Well, looks like we're on.
Hello, everyone.
Hi there, fellow travelers. This is Neil.
And this is Kimberly.
And this is
To Travel and Tour TV.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little different than what we're used to, but here we are. So, who is all in the house that is not related to us? Let's have a look here. Well, there is me. There's you.
Yeah. I think there's a little bit of a delay between what we see here and what we see here.
That probably is. That's not unheard of. Oh, better go back to the comments here. There we go. Hey, look, we got Spiker's Crazy Adventures in the house. Hey guys, how are y'all doing?
So far, it seems like it's working.
Yeah. Can everyone hear us okay? This is probably where the delay comes in again. Maybe not. No, doesn't seem like it yet. There we go. Yes. Hey, Sherlyn is also here. Hey, how are you, Sherlyn? I hope I pronounced your name correctly.
Sherlyn.
Sherlyn?
Sherlyn.
You would know it better than me. I'm foreign.
I know you are. I think it's Sherlyn. Am I right?
I'm sure she'll respond here shortly. Hey, look, it's Chris Cruise Stuff and Things also here. And Fisher is here too. Well, look at that. We're getting a full house at this point.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey, guys, that's all great that you're stopping by. Thanks for coming. Yeah, see, I was right. I did say it correctly.
I said it correct.
No, it was me.
It was me.
Oh, well. I suppose it means for both of us that we were right. So look at that.
It's not working on my phone.
You know, I was actually kind of prepared for just spending some time talking to you and this acting like a mirror, but after all, I guess we don't really have to do that. Yes, there are. That's great.
You know, maybe we should start talking a little bit about why we started traveling.
That would be a good plan. So why did we start traveling? Other than just visiting.
Well, we started traveling to see each other.
Right. Hi, Diana. Am I saying Diana correctly, or is it Diane? Maybe it's Diane.
It's Diane.
Another case of, oh, she is right. Look at what Cheryl said there. She is right. Oh, I see how it is. This is one of those evenings.
Is there a lot of girls out there? Yeah.
It does appear to be so.
Well, I started cruising a little before we met.
You did. Unfortunately, you did.
I did, and I enjoyed it very much.
Right.
I started with just taking a trip with a friend of mine, and we decided to go on a cruise. And we've been traveling. Then we started traveling together.
Yes, we did.
I introduced you to cruising.
Yeah. So you have to understand. I was like, okay, you get on a ship. I learned to use the word ship. We don't use the B word for a ship.
No.
So, and I'm like, okay, you get on there, you go from place to place, and that's about it. And then I get there, and I'm looking at this building, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's not a building. It's actually the ship that we're going to.
It was so funny because you thought of it as transportation.
Oh, look, well, it seems like we're frozen now.
Are we?
Are we frozen?
I don't think so.
Diane, are we frozen? Yeah, look, Fisher from Ventures is confirming what I just said. If you use the B word, you get in a lot of trouble. So yes, I learned that lesson very quickly. So, okay, Chris's Cruise Stuff and Things. Yeah, and Spikers also says they can all see us. All right. So I think it was just a minor glitch of sorts. So anyways, and I see this enormous, building that turned out to be the ship. And I'm like, well, perhaps I might have been a little bit mistaken. This might be way more than just a ship to go from place to place. Hey, Travels with Cheryl and Ed is here. Hi there, guys. How are you doing?
Now, the first time that we went on a cruise together, I was like, I want to go. I want to go. I want to go to the ship. I want to go to the ship. We're at the hotel. I'm like, I want to go to the ship. I want to get there. I want to get there.
And I wasn't really
And he's
getting
like,
it.
why? We're just getting on the ship. And I'm like, but I want to get there. I want to get there. And we get there, and he's like, we go out into the balcony because we booked a balcony stateroom, which we always book.
That's a must.
And we got in the balcony, and he's like, well, first we get to the ship, and you're looking around, and then we get on the ship, and he's looking around, and we get to our cabin.
Yeah.
He's like, we're sitting on the balcony. He goes, I get it.
Yeah. Right in that moment, I looked across the water, the port at the time. What's going on, Blaine? So I was looking across the ocean, all that. I'm like, yeah, so this is what it's about. And then it turns out there's all these shows and things to do and to see.
And food.
I got introduced to the daily program they always give to you later on in the day for what was going to be going on. And it was really quite something. And I learned, yes, cruising is for me.
And we've been doing quite a bit of cruising and other traveling ever since.
Yeah, so Sherlyn is asking this question here. When was your first cruise and what ship? That would have been the Holland America, the New Amsterdam.
Because he's from Amsterdam.
That was a coincidence, though. That was a coincidence. Yeah, that was actually a coincidence. What are you laughing about?
Because I picked it because you're from Amsterdam.
Okay. Whatever you say, darling. Whatever you say. So yeah, I even remember some of the stops that we did.
Do you?
Yeah, we had Half Moon Cay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a beautiful place, though, Half Moon Cay.
I love it there.
Yeah, you really like the water.
Yeah. How do you all feel about private islands? Are there ones that you prefer?
Yeah, do let us know. We're curious.
You're going to have to read over here because it's not working on my phone and you can see over here.
Yeah, that's all right. Chat isn't moving that fast anyways. Oh, look, there comes the first enthusiastic response. Fisher Van Ventures says, love Half Moon Cay. Yeah, that's a great place to be. And it's so different because it's technically considered to be part of the Bahamas, but it is really its own thing.
Well, yeah, and I guess the Carnival cruises go there as well. There and the Holland America. Now, that is the only Holland America that we have done.
Yeah, we have done different ships. We have been with Holland America. We have done a small Carnival cruise. We have done Royal Caribbean, MSC a couple times, and Norwegian.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was back in 2015 that we went on Holland America for our first cruise.
Yes.
But we have been traveling way before that. And I see here another comment. Travels with Cheryl and Ed is saying here, I love Coco Cay. Well, guys, you know what? I am so glad you brought that up.
I had a horrible time there.
I had a fantastic time there. It was great.
Okay. It was horrible.
Hey, J&N Travels is in the house. How you doing, guys? So, Coco Cay.
That was not a good day.
It was a wonderful day.
No.
I had a blast.
No, it was all bad. It was, okay, first we had a horrible rainstorm. I mean, a really bad rainstorm.
Well, whether you're
That's
out on the beach
fault.
or whether you're in the water, you get wet anyways.
No, it was the kind of water that you can't be on the beach. And then it finally stopped raining a little bit. And then it stopped raining and they had the buffet set up and I went to get food and I was being attacked by seagulls. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, but why on earth would you get in a line that is this long?
I was hungry.
Yeah, but you know you're going to have to wait.
I didn't mind the waiting. I didn't like the seagulls attacking me. That was what I didn't like.
Well, that's why I was snorkeling. I was having a great time snorkeling.
And then I was ready to go back to the boat.
It was quite funny because at some point I'm like, gee, it's getting like really quiet in the water and everything. And at some point, this person comes over from the cruise line and comes up to me in the water, and I was quite a bit far off the water. I was snorkeling.
Were they on jet ski?
They might have been on a jet ski. And I'm like, gee, and they said, what's going on? And they go to me, well, we are evacuating the beach. I'm like, Okay. Evacuating the beach. Why? What for? Well, later, way later, I found out there was a shark signal to somewhere in the water. So apparently, I've been swimming with a shark and not even knowing it. But yeah, I had a great time at Coco Cay. It was a lot to be seen, a lot to do there, and yeah, well, obviously, Kimberly feels a little bit different about that.
But Half Moon Cay, on the other hand,
Yeah.
that one I loved.
I
Very
saw a few
much.
other comments regarding private islands here. First of all, I did see Travels with Angie Penji stopping in and Angela H stopping in. Hey,
Hello.
how are you guys doing? Glad to have you with us tonight. That's fantastic that you're all showing up. We briefly made it to double digits in the chat. I saw that's fantastic.
Welcome to our living room.
Yes. So I saw here something about Lebedi Haiti.
I've not been to that one.
No. Lebedi Haiti. Oh, I see Chris Walt is here too. That's good. Hi there, guys. How are you? So yeah, Lebedi Haiti. Yeah, we haven't been there yet, but if you recommend that, we're definitely going to look into that. There's many places we haven't been yet.
I just can't wait till we can go again.
No, and that is all of our problem here. That is why we're here in this big support group. Might as well call it that way.
Yeah.
That's ultimately what it really is. Let's see. Castaway Cat, I see here. That was a comment made by Travels with Cheryl and Ed. I'm not sure where that is located.
Castaway Cay, not Castaway Cat.
Oh yeah, it must have been Castaway Cay. Yeah. Okay, 1-0 for you. All right, I'll give you that one.
I'm just assuming.
So Chris's cruise stuff and things made a comment here. So my boss is from the Netherlands, living in the south, but his accent sounds more Dutch. How long have you been in the States? Ah, there you go. Well, I came here back in 2013, so I have been here for about 7 years. And yeah, go on.
You've been here 7 years since we've been married, but you came and visited quite a bit before that.
Way before that, absolutely, yeah. It is true what you say, though, that you mentioned living in the south. The Netherlands is only a very small country, but you can have vastly different dialects, and even local culture can be vastly different whenever you travel as much as only an hour and a half. It's truly quite remarkable. Kimberly knows she has been over to visit my family out there
a lot. And I'm at the point now that I can tell the difference in the Dutch dialect from one end of the country to the other. I mean, I might not be able to speak the Dutch, but I can tell. When I hear it, I can tell that it's different.
Right.
Different accents.
Yeah. I see a question here from Angela H. I just love that little globe on your fireplace. Yeah, that we thought it actually looked nice there. And then we thought about having a good setting for this chat, for this live stream, and we're like, yeah, that would be a way to go about it.
Thank you.
So thank you for that compliment. And then the question is, how many continents have we traveled to? Well, for me, that would be a total.
I think we're the same.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, I think 3 basically. So we have, well, obviously Europe, and then within Europe, North America. And then there is South America.
We've been to Central America.
Yeah, that's not really a continent, though. That's more a region between the 2 Americas.
We haven't hit Africa yet.
No, we actually
that was on the planning for this year.
Yeah, we did intend to go to Egypt, but that never really happened. So unfortunately, we didn't make it there, but we do plan on doing that at some point.
We're looking at now cruises.
And we have here a question from J&N Travels. What is the best private island to snorkel on? Lousy snorkeling on Harvest Cay. Yes, you are correct, J&N Travels. I did try that. Harvest Cay happens to be a destination where we have been to. Very nice private island, and that's, I believe, where I got bad sunburn while playing a lot of beach volleyball.
You did. And you don't normally get sunburn.
No, but that time I did, and it wasn't good.
I always get burned.
That was not good at all. But anyways, I did try snorkeling there, and you are correct. It was kind of lousy. Not a lot to see in the water. Best private island to snorkel on. Well, it wasn't Half Moon Cay. At least not in the part where we have been to. I'm gonna have to go with Coco Cay. Yeah, you wouldn't really know that, but yeah, Coco Cay would be my answer to that. Travels with Angie Penji says here, we went there when cruised on the Celebrity. See, we did plan on doing a celebrity cruise at some point. Yet one of the many things that we still plan on doing.
Yeah, we had a big year planned for travel.
Yeah.
And as you can see, like from our videos, we started with the Divina. And then we went over to the Netherlands to visit his family. And that's when everything took the turn.
Yeah, and so we decided to just do the channel.
Yeah.
I wish we would have started earlier though, because we have been to many places at this point.
How many countries total?
Oh, if you look at countries, I know I've been to more countries than you.
A few.
Yeah.
A few.
I've been to 26 countries at this time, not counting territories though. So if we look at places like Bermuda, we've been to Bermuda. Beautiful place, definitely recommended as a destination. But it is technically part of the British Commonwealth. So let's see. And then Angela said, cruise support group, LOL, that is so true. And I've never even cruised before and I'm feeling like I'm missing out. Well, Angela, you certainly are. And let me tell you something, until you've actually had that moment that I had back when I went on my first cruise, and you actually get on the boat and you get a real impression of exactly how big it is and how much there is to do there, you are going to be, as Fisher from Ventures just pointed out as well, you're going to be hooked. There is no doubt.
And every cruise line and every boat is different. So do your research. And pick a boat that's right for you too. Not just, I mean, the destinations are important.
Yeah.
But you're spending a lot of downtime. You're spending a lot of time on the boat. So
you do.
If activities that are geared a certain way or another are more important to you, then look for that, because you'll find it, because you can find anything as far as it goes with cruising. Yeah. One of the things that Neil and I have really enjoyed, we enjoyed mixology classes that they offered on Royal Caribbean.
Oh, that was awesome.
Wasn't it fun?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
And then you got to drink them. It was good.
Yeah. Perhaps that was the best part.
That was really good.
Yeah. So let's see here. What else do we have?
I said boat.
You said boat. You know what? If we would have like a beep tune, I should have hit that button then, and it goes beep. Yeah. Whenever you say the B word, you cannot say the B word. That's blasphemy.
Ship.
Yes, it's a ship.
Ship.
So Angela has also said, my daughter just came back from Africa before things got all wacky. She went to Ghana and loved it. Yeah, you see, Angela, I do think that there is a lot of hidden gems in Africa. I can't say for sure, it's just a feeling I have, that are really have something to offer. And there is just not a lot known about it, because it's typically not a continent that has a lot of promotions going on as far as vacations are concerned, other than perhaps Africa, which is technically also part, or Egypt, I mean. Yes.
Africa is part of Africa.
Well, South Africa is. Anyways, so yeah. Yeah, you were busted by Fisher from Ventures for saying the B word. Yeah. Travels with Cheryl, that says we have. No, you're not going to. We have a cruise scheduled to Bermuda on May 30th, but it may be cancelled on Adventure of the Seas out of Bayonne, New Jersey.
Oh.
That would have been very nice. I'm gonna be realistic, guys. I doubt that cruise is going to take place. May 30th is relatively soon. You're looking at less than 2 months, and honestly, I doubt that's going to happen. I hope for you it is going to happen. I hope for
everybody that there's just this whole big miracle, and all of a sudden everything's back, and we're all ready to go again. I know I am.
But Bermuda has a fascinating history, and it is far away from pretty much everything. It is truly something of its own, and there's no doubt in my mind you guys are gonna love it.
We went out of Baltimore on Royal Caribbean when we went there.
That's right. Yes, I actually like going out of Baltimore.
I did too. Well, we could drive. It was nice.
Yeah. We parked the car there.
It worked out real well. We were, the thing is we fly out of Baltimore and we fly out of DC sometimes when we're going to Europe.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been known to do that too.
Because we can get a direct flight from DC to Europe.
Yeah, that's right. So there's
any other questions?
Yes, there is, from Angela. What do you do to find budget-friendly international flights? Well, Angela, I'm gonna leave that to Kimberly because she's the one who works the magic with that.
Well, what I do is, number one, if we're going to visit his family, that means we can somewhat have flexible dates. So with that in mind, I start looking. I start with like the cheap tickets and things like that, trying to get a feel for what prices are at what time. And then I just keep checking it. And then I go to, say I see that, like this last time, we went with Aer Lingus, and we were very happy with them. I found that at that day, at that flight happened to be a certain price. And so that we booked it, and it was like a third of the price of the others. It was just a matter of looking and really, really looking. Sometimes it takes a little while to find a flight that I want, but this time we didn't have much time because we actually came back from the Divina, and within a week we were in Europe pretty much.
Yeah.
So we booked that kind of last minute, but I still found a good deal because I started with the cheap seats or cheap tickets, one of those, whatever one you like to use. And then I go to the individual websites of the airlines. That's the way I do it.
Now, what we have done, though, what we have started to do as far as international flights are concerned, is that we typically tend to go and drive to the airport a day in advance and just stay the night in a hotel right next to the airport, basically.
Yeah, and then just use our shuttle.
Because think of it this way, whenever you park your car at an airport, odds are you're going to pay a nice amount of money for parking. So even if that is $10 a day and you're out of the country for 10 days, that means you're paying $100 in parking. For that kind of money, you pretty much have a hotel room. So why not save yourself a lot of hassle, a lot of stress? And just take the hotel room, and it includes the parking a lot of the time. You just take the shuttle service from the hotel and you're done.
Yeah, and they'll give you breakfast usually too.
Yeah. Chris's Cruise Stuff and Things says, I like big beeps and I cannot lie. Yeah, sorry, Chris, I cannot pronounce that word, as you know, but hey, nothing wrong with that. I mean, the different sizes of ships are for different people. Some like more the mid-sized ships, some like more the smaller ships, some the bigger ones. We personally tend to more so gravitate towards the mid-sized ships. But then again, I myself have not tried a very large ship before. Kimberly has, though, the Meraviglia, MSC Meraviglia.
I went on, I did in the fall of last year. I went on that ship. It's not my favorite.
You like the Divina better, you said.
Oh, I love the Divina.
Yeah, we both do. We're big fans of the MSC Divina. Absolutely.
It's a beautiful ship.
Yeah. You may have to watch sometimes that you don't run in a mirror or two, but once you get used to that,
it's so shiny. Everything's so shiny.
It's a lot of bling bling. Just the staircases alone. I don't know if you guys have heard of the staircases that have all the Swarovski crystals in them.
You pronounce that so nice.
Well, that's what it's called, Swarovski. Swarovski.
It's nice.
So, Travis O'Shell and Ed says here, we did Scotch tasting seminar on Quantum of the Seas. That was really fun.
Would like that too.
Yeah. Anything we can taste?
Yes.
We're all about it. Absolutely.
But you know what it is too? It's like, we like to learn about it too.
Yes.
I mean, we've done beer tastings.
Yeah.
On ships and different places in the world.
I think wine tastings too.
We've done wine tastings, different ships.
What was that ship again that we tried all those different? They had like a liquor evening event, something like that.
Royal Caribbean.
Was that Royal Caribbean? Yeah, yes. That's what I'm thinking too.
You know, thinking about it, we did a lot of drinking on Royal Caribbean.
We may have. Just a
little bit.
But then again, who doesn't that loves cruising? I mean, if you don't like food and you don't like to have a drink or two, cruising is not for you.
I don't know. You can definitely go cruising without drinking.
Yeah, you can.
I mean,
but do you want to?
But you know what, too, is a lot of people enjoy I like MSC because they include in their drink package sparkling water. And the majority of what I drink is sparkling water, and that's included in their easy drink package. So that makes a big difference for me because I drink more sparkling water than I do alcohol.
Yeah, and as for me, I just drink a lot of water all the time. I know there's people out there that enter double digits a day in terms of amount of drinks they have, but uh, no, I'd rather not feel like crap, basically.
No.
And yeah, particularly if you go on a warmer cruise when the sun is beating down on you continuously.
No, I'm thirsty. Sparkling water.
It's important to drink water all the time. That's for sure. Now, I'm not saying that we don't enjoy our booze.
We do.
Yep. What about the? What was it again? It was that Bud Light in a can that was surprisingly good, like the can bottles.
Budweiser?
Why did that taste good?
I don't know.
But it kind of did. I don't know.
What was that? That was on MSC last year.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was on our last.
Because it's not included anymore in their easy drink package. Now they have. What do they have included?
The H word. Yeah, Heineken. Okay, I know. May sound weird. A Dutchman who doesn't care for Heineken. Oh well, so be it. I much prefer the German beers. So, Travels of Shell and Ed also says that we think the cruise will be cancelled as well. Yeah, I think everyone at this point kind of knows that most cruises aren't going to be sailing. Jane and Travel seems to agree with that too. Shocked if there are any cruises before the fall.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking September. I'm hoping September. I'm thinking October, November. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think any of us really saw this coming. So it's kind of hard to predict what's going to happen next.
It is, and it's all speculation at this point, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I myself, I think nothing is really going to happen until next year. I really, really hope I'm wrong in that.
I hope you're wrong too.
I think everyone hopes that I'm wrong.
We all hope he's wrong.
You
Please
in particular.
Be wrong.
You in particular. But yeah, it's a shame, but fortunately we have each other here, and I think that's absolutely wonderful. Give each other support.
Yeah.
So we actually got a thumbs up from Diane Magoon. Thank you so much for that, Diane. We appreciate that. That's awesome. Fisher from Ventures says, I like to park at port so I can get out without waiting for shuttle to show up. Can be a hassle sometimes.
I agree with you.
Good point.
We actually, this last cruise, we did not have a great shuttle experience. It was not what I would have preferred.
No.
No. So I can understand that logic there. Now, as far as just the flights go, if we're just flying somewhere, definitely I like doing that. But this last time we cruised, we did the
Divina.
Yeah, but we stayed overnight.
Yeah, we did at a hotel. Yeah.
We stayed overnight at a hotel and we used the shuttle service from the hotel.
Right.
And we also booked with them to pick us up. And it wasn't good.
So Blaine has rejoined the show. He says, you have my attention. Online church service is over now, LOL. Thanks for coming back, Blaine. We always enjoy having you with us here. Let's see. And he also says, I don't drink, but boy, I love cruising, LOL.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, Blaine. I mean, just because you don't like to drink doesn't mean you can go on a cruise.
No, of course not. I mean,
yeah. So long as you like certain drinks, even they might not be alcoholic,
right.
But as long as you enjoy that and good food.
The last cruise we went on, which was really neat, they had a really big group, which was about 3/4 of the cruise, was a holistic group. It was a holistic holiday at sea, and they were absolutely lovely people to cruise with. I mean, really nice people.
You have really been raving about them.
Yes, I like them very much.
I mean, I have nothing against them or anything. I thought they were nice too, but you have been like raving about them.
Well, you know what? They were wonderful people to cruise with. They were in a lot of meetings all day, so it left the majority of the cruise ship kind of empty.
Yeah,
I mean, there were times we were the only ones in the pool.
Absolutely, yeah. So, oh, look at that, 13 watching now. I think we just hit a new record. Woohoo! And I see that New York City Rocks is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Hi,
Hello.
guys. Glad to have you with us. That's fantastic.
What a wonderful job you did.
Oh, yeah, with the collab.
We loved it.
Absolutely. That was so great. I cannot possibly thank you enough for doing that.
Yeah, thank you for including us because
That's
we're kind of
wonderful.
new to the party and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, fantastic job. So what else do we have going on? Angela H is still deciding on her first cruise to go on. Tough choices. Yes, I can see that, particularly because the cruise industry before the whole V word was taking place. It was actually a growing industry, a booming industry. It got more and more popular as time went on. And so more destinations became available. I do believe some private islands were even being built.
MSC's new one.
Yes, there is MSC's new one.
I haven't been to it yet.
I thought Royal Caribbean had one too.
They might.
No, yeah. But anyways, yes, we can definitely see your point there, Angela.
I know. I can't wait till one of my favorite things to do is look for trips. I spend hours and hours and hours on the computer looking at this and looking at that, and then we look at this, and if we want to go there, and the different destinations, and it's one of my favorite things to do. And right now, I haven't been doing it as much because I can't book anything, and it's like, but I want to.
Yeah. Got a question from Angela here. What cruise ship have you guys? And see how she spelled that. Ship.
Yes.
Remember, can't use the B word ever. It's not done. But what ship have we been on that we feel has the best food? Oh.
Okay. We may or may not agree on this.
I'm very curious what you're going to say.
Well, for me, one of the main things it depends on is, are we talking buffet or are we talking dining room? Because that makes a difference.
No, it doesn't. No, I disagree.
Him in the buffet.
Okay, that is. We should not discuss that topic here. That can get really ugly really quickly.
No, it's perfectly fine.
No, it is not. No, it is not. So anyway, just answer her question.
Better.
Just the food in general. What do you feel that was?
I'm gonna go Royal Caribbean.
Yeah. Now that I do agree with. Yeah.
Specialty dining?
Specialty dining. Ooh.
Actually, I must say my best experience with specialty dining was actually cruising before Neil and I got together. I would have to go with Carnival Cruise Lines with their specialty dining and their steakhouse. That was, years ago, I went on, I think it might have been the Valor. And that's when I went on with Mom.
Oh, okay.
My mom and my son. And we went to the specialty restaurant and we had the most amazing food and the most amazing time. They gave us, I'll never forget, me and my mom had gotten rather full. And she said, well, you know what? For dessert, why don't you just get the cheese plate and I'll just get the fruit. And my son Jake, of course, got chocolate, something huge. And we'll just share it. They gave me a cheese plate that was this big. You could have served 22 people with it. And then they put some fruit on that. And then they gave my mom this fruit plate that was this big and had nuts with it too. I mean, we could have walked around with the trays. Yeah. It was huge, but it was a wonderful time, wonderful evening. Now, I have not done specialty dining on MSC.
No, we have not. Actually, we don't do a lot of specialty dining. I remember we did a specialty dining. What was it? Was that the Royal Caribbean? And that was actually not the most the best part of all the food on board. So yeah, it's usually we go either to the dining room or to the buffet. So it looks like there's a question here from Blaine here. Okay, I'm gonna ask a question that you've probably answered somewhere else. Tell the new people what you guys do for careers. I have enjoyed getting to know you both. Okay, well, our main job, we're just Walmart workers, people. Granted, we are not as brave as some of the other Walmart workers out there, we decided to just stay home and just avoid the whole thing. But yeah, that's where we work. Kimberly is you have a security position,
I'm in
kind of,
security.
sort of,
Yeah, I'm in security.
and I'm in online grocery. Other than that, we are both certified international tour managers, but we're not really doing anything with that right now.
Not right now. And the reason why we did decide to work for Walmart was because they were willing to work around our travel and willing to work around the fact that we are tour managers as well.
Yeah, that did not really work out, though. We did do a tour at some point through upstate New York.
And we'll do more. Yeah.
Yeah, but touring companies don't seem to be too keen on hiring couples to do it. Individually, yes, but as couples, no.
And we do everything together.
Yes, we do, and hence this channel.
Yeah.
To travel and tour.
Yeah, we spent too much time apart.
Yeah, so, and now we kind of try to make up for that.
Yeah.
So, Blaine 2007 also said, I vote MDR. LOL.
Main dining room.
Main dining room. Yeah, okay. So you're with Kimberly on that one. There you go.
I like the main dining rooms.
Yeah. Comment from Spike's Crazy Adventures here. I am such a sushi lover, so bonsai for me all day, every day.
I like sushi too.
That is more you.
Yeah.
You're really a big fan of the sushi. Have we seen sushi on the buffet?
No.
No, it's only like dining room, specialty dining, huh?
Yeah, they have specialty dining. They have sushi.
Yeah. Spike has also said, I do want to try other places next cruise. Yeah. Great point there. So do we.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, do let us know what you're thinking for places, what you're considering. Perhaps we have been there. We could tell you something about that. Oh, Kimberly, you're getting fans now. Angela says, Kim is a badass.
Okay, thank you.
How about that?
Because I'm in security.
Yeah, at Walmart. Yeah, I guess you do have to be a little bit of a badass to do that.
Yeah, you a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's see here. Looks like we are all caught up on the comments. So let's pick some topics of our own.
Okay.
So how about your favorite cruise port so far?
Oh, you know what? My favorite cruise port is usually the place where I'm at the time. And right now, I guess my favorite cruise port isn't my living room. Although my living room's nice.
I mean, granted, we do have blue walls, but it still doesn't make for a cruise port. Hey, Josh Odom is in the house. Hi there, Josh. How are you? He's been on hold with Carnival, he says.
Oh my.
So, but you were saying?
I really enjoyed Antigua on our last trip. That was really beautiful. I really liked it there.
Gorgeous beaches. We made a video of that one.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I do love Jamaica.
That has to be one of our favorites. Yeah, we are big Jamaica fans. It's something else, and I do suspect Jamaica that they are the ones who started that whole island, that Caribbean island culture, the whole laid back, don't worry, be happy attitude towards life, which I love, by the way. We've been there twice now, and I'm particularly fond of what the Jamaicans say. If you have been to Jamaica once, you're a visitor. But if you have been here more than once, you're Jamaican.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Sherilyn loves Jamaica too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are definitely aware that we are not alone in our fondness of Jamaica, and that's awesome. Spike's Crazy Adventure says, me too, at New York City Rocks. I love seafood, period. LOL.
Oh, I love seafood.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. Oh, now I'm hungry for seafood.
Well,
I mean, good seafood. I'm talking.
Well, what are you talking?
Oh, I'm talking surf and turf. I could go for surf and turf.
Surf and, yeah, that's my favorite. All these places we have been to, we have eaten in Italy, in France, in Germany. You mentioned it, but from all things, you like surf and turf the most.
I do.
Wow.
And I like American steaks.
That you cannot beat. I mean, good old USA, if there's anything food-wise,
Steak.
it has to be the steak. So New York City Rock says that, also says that they are fond of seafood. Seafood is the bomb.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like scallops too.
Speaking of which, at the all-inclusive resort in Jamaica we went to last year, they had some out of this world seafood.
They had every buffet, including breakfast, had fish on the buffet of some kind. It was really good.
Yeah. I don't know what they do with the spices and the herbs that they use, but they got it worked out.
I also discovered in Jamaica at that resort that there's just no bad fritters.
You did a huge number on those.
I did all kinds. Yeah. Sweet ones, savory ones. It was all good.
Yeah, we may have eaten our fair share of fritters out there. Absolutely.
Steak with sauteed mushrooms. That's good too. Yeah.
Steak with sauteed mushrooms? Yeah. Oh, yes. That would work definitely. So, Blaine says here, out of the 6 or so cruises I've been on, never been to Jamaica, would love to go though. Yes, absolutely. If you can find a cruise that has Jamaica on the itinerary, Blaine, go for it. You're not going to regret it. There's plenty to do and to see.
Hello from Texas.
Hello from Texas, Jim.
Good steaks.
Jim B. John. There you go. Hi there, Jim. How are you doing? Glad to have you with us tonight. That's great. So J&N Travel says, we just stayed at the port in Jamaica. What did you do there? Well, we went together twice now. The first time it was indeed a stop on a cruise, and we went to climb the Dunn's River Falls there, which I loved. That was absolutely amazing.
I'm happy I survived.
Yeah.
I'm very clumsy, very clumsy.
Oh well.
But it went really well. We had a good time. I'm glad we did it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the second time we stayed in Jamaica was on an all-inclusive resort. And we had several things that we actually did during our stay there.
Because there were things that were included in the price of the resort.
Yeah. So we were like, okay, might as well do them then. So the things that we did the second time we went to Jamaica was we went to the Conoco waterfalls, which is also a waterfall. Now, mind you, I had the impression that the Conoco waterfalls, you can climb them too, and which I did. But they are shorter, but they're steeper. So
yes, I did not climb them. I looked up and went,
yeah, you just walked by, you took the walking trail. No,
but the steps on the side were horrible. I might as well have climbed it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. And then there were a couple more things that we did a second time. We went to a bioluminescent lake.
That was really fun.
Yeah, it was in the evening. And what they do, they take you on a boat onto this lake. And they kind of allow you to go in the water then. And then whenever you make movement in the water, it lights up. And that's everything to do with the phosphorus in the water there. Really interesting.
And if you make the water move, it really lights up.
You splash water in my face like you were doing. Yes, Kimberly, that is correct.
I don't like water I can't stand up in, okay? I just don't. I'm not a strong swimmer. Neil's a very strong swimmer.
And so Kimberly thought that I was a cruise ship and she could just sail on me.
I don't like water I can't see my feet in either. So here I am on a lake at night. I can't see anything. And it's water that I don't think I can stand up in. But I wanted to do this and I wanted to experience it. So I go in the water with Neil and I just hung on Neil. and he's very tall, so it's not a problem for him.
Not very tall. No.
He's 6'3". That's very tall
that is
in
not
America.
Very tall.
It is.
No, it isn't. Anyway.
And so I was behind him on his back and we're in the water and I'm like making it glow. So I'm doing this and it was all going in his face.
Yeah, you're still good at that. Here, you're reliving the moment, aren't you?
I didn't get anything in your face this time.
I don't know. It was an awful lot of wind there.
Yeah.
So Blaine says, I have a problem with seafood. That's how I am not as skinny as I would like. If I see it, I eat it. Hashtag seafood. Yeah, there you go. Well, I guess it also depends on how you eat your seafood. If that's all the deep fried stuff, yes, you are going to have that issue. But if not, yeah, there's healthy ways to eat fish.
I'm trying to see what else.
You're trying to see what else?
Yeah.
Okay. Angela has gotten back from the internet twilight zone.
Well,
Welcome back.
That was a short trip.
It was. I was the twilight zone. Yeah. Chris's Cruise Stuff and Things says you can get local herb in Jamaica.
Do you know what that means?
Of course I do. Okay. We all know what that means. You forget I was born in Amsterdam.
You know, you were referred to that way. Herbs and spices
Listen,
are important.
there is many ways in which you can refer to it. In the Netherlands, they call it Dutch vegetables.
Yeah, true.
So there is many ways you can refer to that. So wow, look at that, we're all caught up. I tell you what, I'm glad we started out with a smaller group.
I know,
because I definitely don't have the finesse yet that someone like Jamie from Sharon at Sea has, for instance, to scroll down the chat like a machine. So yeah, this is definitely good.
But I'm glad it's working well.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, this is our first try at this.
Angela says the Twilight Zone wasn't nice to her.
Oh,
that's a shame. So, let's see here.
Yeah,
we're all caught up.
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
I'm glad everybody can stop by. I really am. We really appreciate it.
I will say, time is flying.
Yeah.
I didn't really realize that we've already been live for this
45
long.
minutes.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, we're gonna do this again next Wednesday. Is the plan?
Yeah, that is the plan. Yeah, and Blaine says here, well, wait till April 18th. You will have more than 75 people in chat, if not more. Oh boy,
it's gonna be fun.
Now that is what I call a luxury problem.
Yeah, we're very excited, very much looking forward
Hopefully
to it.
by then I will have things like OBS downloaded, maybe throw in some
Who
clips
came
and
up
things.
with the name To Travel and Tour?
Question from Angela. I see it. Well, first of all, thank you for the compliment. Well, we were kind of.
The name.
Yeah, okay, but how did we come up with it? We were discussing it rather at length. It was a combination. We want it to be something that both says who we are and at the same time says what we love. And well, it is the two of us loving traveling, touring. You mentioned it, and that's ultimately how we came up with that name. We also thought it would be a good way to recognize that, as soon as people would see it, it would kind of ring a bell, and that you got an impression of what it means really. Yeah. I think it's a very straightforward name, and that's what we were shooting for.
The thing is we talked about doing a channel now for what? Well over a year.
Yeah, we have been discussing it, but we never. Well, at some point I did a little bit with it, but that wasn't really.
Yeah, we didn't. But the thing is we had been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. And actually, we even came up with a name, got the camera.
Yeah.
And then we talked about it some more.
Yeah.
I did some footage on a cruise that I was on, and we're going to be having that coming up too.
Yeah, we are.
And we just didn't start the channel.
Nope.
And then on our last cruise, something happened.
What happened?
You don't remember what happened?
Oh yeah, that happened. Okay. So sheer coincidence. Oh, this is actually quite a funny moment. But before I go on to that, I see Chris's Cruise Stuff and Things is leaving. He says, this was fun. We'll watch again. Thank you so much, Chris. We do appreciate it. Spike's Crazy Adventures says, enjoyed it, you guys. Awesome. We're glad you did. So are we. We're really enjoying this too. Here. So, and let's see here. Angela agrees with that too. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. This is only our first official run, so to say. So we're trying to figure things out still. And you may know that we are the smallest participant by far in the Cruise-a-thon that's coming up on the 18th.
We're very excited.
Absolutely. Josh Odom says here, I've thought about changing my channel name, but not sure what I change it to. Good one, Josh. We're going to have a look at your channel. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we're going to have a look and then we'll just let you know on Facebook or something. Let's see. Spike's Crazy Adventures already has a suggestion.
Ooh.
Josh and Fernando's Adventures.
Very nice.
There you go.
No, but really what kind of pushed us, I always believe in signs. I do. Because sometimes you get a sign that you are supposed to do something. And like I said.
Well, what were we doing when we got the sign?
Well,
it was raining.
It was raining.
So we were obviously by ourselves in the pool.
Yes, having a great time. No thunder, no lightning, so you might as well be in the pool.
Exactly, you get wet anyways.
Yes.
So continue.
So we're in the pool, and then out of the corner of my eye and out of the corner of his eye, we see somebody walk past.
Yeah.
And we looked at each other, like.
Yeah, we recognized this person.
But did we? Because they walked straight past.
It was a very fast instance, quick moment, and we were like, did we see that right? Because we have been watching some travel shows on a pretty regular basis. And one of them happens to be Don's Family Vacations.
Mm-hmm.
And so later on, we are in the theaters on board.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I see someone again. I'm like, yeah, that is Don Terrace from Don's Family Vacation.
And he was with?
He was with no one less but Tony from La Lido Loca.
Yeah.
Oh. So when they came back up after the end of the show, we said hi, talked to them a little bit. And
talked to them throughout the cruise.
And Don's advice basically was, he says, you know what, the most difficult part is just do it.
Just get started.
Just get started, and then ultimately things will start to get rolling. JNN Travels is leaving, it looks like. Have a good night, JNN, you too. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
So yeah, that is how that all came about and how we really decided to go for it this time.
And Tony was our first subscriber.
Yes, he actually was. That's right. That was amazing.
That was wonderful.
He did that. Yeah. Absolutely. Chris's Cruise Stuff and Things says, my channel name doesn't exactly roll off your tongue. No, it doesn't, but it does get your message across. I will say that. And
it's memorable.
Yeah. It's so basic, it's memorable.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. So let's see here. Scroll. We need to find something for that. Sherilyn also says, yes, I enjoyed this chat. That's wonderful, Sherilyn. Thank you so much. We're glad to have you with us tonight. That's wonderful. And Josh says, to travel into not small, but growing. See, I like your take there. I really do.
Very nice. Thank you.
It was only yesterday that we went past 100 subscribers.
We were so excited.
We were very excited about that.
It was...
For us, that means a lot. And yeah, I know all those big channels now, they were at some point there as well. But you know, you have to take baby steps. And
for a month, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And we went to bed and we were just a few shy of 100 that night.
Yeah.
And we're like, are we going to be 100 in the morning? Is it going to be 100? And we got up in the morning and pretty soon it was 100 and we were very excited.
There you go. Yeah, that's how it worked. And now we're at 121. That went really fast. Mm-hmm. That went really fast. So, and Blaine makes her comment. He says, Josh has a cow named Fernando, in case you didn't know. So, Blaine, you're suggesting here that Josh just takes the cow on board of a cruise ship.
No,
I want to see that.
Just his name.
What?
Just the name Fernando.
Just the name. He says he has a cow named Fernando.
And that's wonderful.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean he has to travel with the cow.
Well, if the channel name is going to be Josh and Fernando's Adventures, then yes, you should bring the cow. There you go.
I thought that was
You're
funny.
Enjoying yourself.
I'm enjoying myself.
Angela says, I enjoyed your life and I look forward to seeing you at the Cruise-a-thon. Take care, everyone. I have a meeting. Well, thank you so much, Angela, for stopping by and for watching those videos of ours. We know you have been watching a good bit of them. So thank you so much.
Thank you for your input.
Yeah. Spiker's Crazy Adventure says, oh, how cool. That's awesome, you guys. We love Don and Tony. Yeah, so do we. They are actually, come to think of it, they would be the two shows we really started watching. And then we really,
then we start watching everybody, and it was wonderful to be part of a community.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of how this all started to roll. Josh is actually laughing about the whole cow comment too. He goes, yeah, I'm not taking the cow, but I could add him to the intro.
Or just list him in credits.
Listening credits.
And we'll all know who that is. We're
That's
like,
a way.
oh, Fernando played a big part in this one.
Yeah, there you go. Well, there you go, Josh. From your loving fellow members of the cruise community, we got some suggestions for you.
Yeah.
So then Jim B. John says, 100 is exciting. Congratulations on your way to 1,000. Thank you, Jim B.
Yes.
Yes, that's how it is.
Let's get to 1,000.
Yeah. The road is long and we are aware of that. But you know what? You know what I say about journeys. Call it a cliche, but it's about the journey to the destination as much as it is about the destination. So, yeah, I think we had a great start, though, all considering, don't you think?
And the next video we're going to have coming out is going to be another one about Jamaica.
Yes.
About the resort we were at.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's been pretty popular, too, the first one we did on the resort.
Yeah. It actually did pretty well. And there's going to be a total of 3 more about the all-inclusive resort we did. We got food coming, we got entertainment, and we have a video about the room we had there. Travels with Cheryl Annette says, we love Tony and Jen as well. Jen is our travel agent for cruises. Yeah, you know what? I've noticed there's many travel agents that at the same time have a vlog. Sharon at Sea is one, Jenny is one, Don Terrace obviously is one. So yeah, apparently it's something that goes well. Yeah, probably. And Sheldon said, I enjoyed the Jamaica resort video.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you so much. Well, then you will certainly enjoy the next few videos that are coming out of us as well. And
then we'll get into the Meraviglia.
Yes. Meraviglia will also have footage about that. Spiker's Crazy Adventures. This is still for Josh, apparently, about the cow, a service cow.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, Spiker's Crazy Adventures. Yes, you
service cow.
Yeah, you can. As long it seems these days anymore. As long as you slap
you don't even have to have
leash or something that says service animal.
Yeah.
It's all good. You can bring your giraffe. You can bring your cow. You can bring your camel. Whatever you feel like.
Sense. I mean, it's comforting.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's see here. Jim B. John says panorama with the extended day due to COVID. Yeah. So, yeah, what other videos do we have coming? We got a lot more coming. We're also going to do a video on how to get enough money together within 1 year for a cruise. Because we personally believe that cruises are a currency.
Yes, definitely.
There's dollars, there's euros, there's pounds, and there's cruises. It's as simple as that. So when me and Kimberly are talking about a little bit larger quantities of money, and say we're talking about $2,000, we can say, oh, that's 2/3 of a cruise.
Yes.
So yeah, that's kind of how we approach it. Cruises are a currency. I'm sure that many people would agree with that one. Blaine says that service cow wouldn't like me eating that 18-ounce steak in 5x5 on Carnival. No, probably wouldn't, Blaine. Probably wouldn't. Yeah, you're probably right about that. But then again, we would be eating it with you.
Yes, I love the steaks.
We actually like grilling too. There's never bad weather for a cookout.
No, there isn't. No.
If you feel like a cookout, you simply got to do it. It's as simple as that. You know what's good with cookouts too? The portobello mushrooms on the grill.
Yes.
That for some reason.
I really like portobello mushrooms though.
We both do. Well, let's face it. You like I said before, you can't really enjoy cruising without enjoying good food. Because what is the first thing you do as soon as you set foot on board of a cruise ship? The very first thing.
We go to the buffet.
Of course you do. It is tradition.
Yes.
That's how it is. It's as simple as that. You go to the buffet and you start eating until you blow up and you have to take a nap.
Yes.
That's what you do. I found that really remarkable. I noticed that the very first time right away as soon as we got on board. Well, that we basically, that was tradition there.
To go to the buffet or to take naps?
Well, yes. And yes, probably. Blaine says mushrooms and sautéed onions.
Ooh.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
With the steak. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would work very well. We have been improvising here as far as food is concerned, but we do this thing called Misfits.
Yeah.
And what it is, every so often, like once a week or something, they send you a box with all these fresh fruits, vegetables, you mentioned it, organic too. And and the only thing about them is that they can look a little goofy, but they taste the same, if not better, than you get them in the grocery store. And so far, we've been really lucking out with it. We absolutely love it.
We really do. But we're big veggie eaters.
We are.
I mean, we do eat our meat, but we really
we are typical omnivores, but
a lot of times we'll have two things of veggies on a plate and a piece of meat, and skip the rice or whatever.
You too, Spikers. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it is that time. I do know there is some other creators out there that are going live here. If not, they might already have started. So we are going to wrap it up and give the others some time here. If you are a creator, shout it out. #creator. Maybe you are here in this chat room with us among creators you're not subscribed to. Yes, Blaine is saying DNG is going live now.
Okay.
So we are going to wrap it up. We'd like to thank everyone for stopping by. Really appreciate it. We really enjoyed having you here. And it was, it was enough fun to me that we are going to do this again.
Yeah, and hopefully we're going to do it next Wednesday, probably 7 o'clock again.
Yeah, and hopefully you guys are going to be here again. We really had a good time.
Yes, really thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, I'm Neil.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is To Travel and Tour
TV.
See ya.